Welcome to the 3D Ghost universe, a place dedicated to 3D creation and 3D printing. In this video, I will show you how to create quickly a 3D object with Paint 3D, and then you will be able to improve it with Blender. The first question is, why will I do that? Simply because it could be easier and a little bit more fun to create quickly with Paint 3D than to create with Blender, especially for a beginner. If you watch my previous video about Paint 3D, you know that it's fun to use, but it will not be ready to print. But Blender will allow you to correct things and to create an object that you will be able to print. So, let's start the 3D creation with Paint 3D. For example, I will go to 3D Shape and I want to create something quickly with no special dimensions or precisions. I want just to have some fun, so maybe I will try to create a funny cat with a big head. So, okay. I want a shape. I will draw a shape. Maybe for one here. Duplicate that. Okay. I will have a little mirror. Okay. Right here, right here. I will do, what is that? Okay, it will do the job. I think that I can create a nose with that. So, rotation. Okay, snapping tool for rotation, it's great. Put it here. I cannot see that. I have to move it. Right. Let's go back to regular position. It's quite big. What kind of eye will I decide to create? I don't know. Okay, it's good for me. Can I rotate it a little bit? Okay, it's good for me. So we'll duplicate it. We'll do a mirror. Okay, second eye. Good for me. Maybe I will create his mouth. It will be a happy one. No, like this. A disappointed cat. Okay, with that. Smaller. It's quite okay for me, I think. Yeah, it's quite okay for me. So what will I do? Maybe a sticker, maybe a brush. I will go with I don't know what to do, to be honest. So I don't want a canvas. Removed it. Okay. Sticker, no sticker for the moment. 3D shape, 2D shape, no. So brushes. I will paint on it. Add a color. No, I don't want. I will go with the yellow. Polish metal. Yeah, why not? We will go with that. It's much better like that with the brush. So maybe I can. No, I can't. I have to do everything. Okay. Oh, I'm almost killing Paint 3D. So we will go with that one again. Okay, it's fun for the screen, but we don't care about the color for 3D printing. So it's okay for that. So I will go to Save As, 3D Model. I have the choice, GLB or 3MF. 3MF is more for Windows software, so we will go with GLB in order to work with Blender. So I will go with to print Blender. Okay, ugly. Cat head. Paint 3D. It's okay, I will save it and we will go to Blender. Okay, now that I am in Blender, I will prepare my scene. So deleting everything. Units, I don't want to have a unit system. I know that will work in millimeters. And I will import the GLB. Go back to the folder and bam. We can see that we have a new collection with a lot of things. So we will have a look to everything in order to understand what is what. So in order to help you to see what I will do, I will open the shortcut viewer. Okay, let's go back to the object. So period on my numpad, it's a focus on this mesh. Okay, so it's the head. This mesh here. This mesh will probably here too. Okay. This one, nose. I1. I2. Mouth. Okay, so what do we have here? Okay, it's simply the combination of everything we will say. So we don't care about this collection, so maybe we'll do that. You can also do Alt-H, that will unhide everything. We can take those things, we go to collection and then delete that, and we have our object. So what we can do with this object is, for example, have a quick rotation about this object in order to have it really place. Because as you can see, this eye is inside the mesh, but this eye is nowhere, no contact to anything. So you will not be able to print it. So what you have to do is to take things in order to do a placement with the object. And then you can have some rotation in order to have a better placement of the object. Okay, I will not do a great work with that. I want simply to inform you that you will be able to do placement and modification with the various mesh. Sorry, it will be the same thing for this here. Maybe you can grab it and move it a little bit inside the head. The placement of the nose, you can grab it easily and you can put it right here. Okay, everything is touching. Maybe you will be okay with that. So now you can have one object. So maybe you will do a simple join object. You create only one thing. We will call that head. And now we will be able to work on the size of the object. So maybe we will say that we want something with 8 centimeters on the x-axis. So, okay, big deformation. Big deformation. We can take the scale. Okay, so now we can see the object. Control A, apply everything. And now we have only one object that we will be able to export as an STL file from Blender. We will say cat from Blender. From Paint to Blender. Selection only, okay. Now we have an STL that we will be able to open with Ultimaker Cura. And as you can see, you have the object with the size that we decided to apply. And then you will do your rotation. You will do what you want. Maybe we will print him like that, we will add some support, and we will go. So we will try, we will see if it's a printable object or not, we will generate support, we will slice it. We are on an high precision printer with 0.2 nozzle and ultra quality. Obviously not the kind of print that you want to do for a fun part. But as you can see, everything is okay. So if we change to a classic and standard profile, keep the changes because we want to have some support, standard quality. We will slice it, we will have a preview, and then as you can see, the object is a printable object. It will probably not the higher quality object, but it's something that you can print, create in maybe 5 minutes in Paint 3D, and it will take a really long time to create that in Blender if you are not a confirmed user, we will say, or if you are not really used to play with Blender. So it's a quick alternative and a good alternative to create fun object, no precision, just for fun. And now we go back in Blender, and the other thing that I want to share with you is that the object kept the information about the UV map, about the texture that we use. So if we now go in material preview, you will see we have the metallic gold paint that we put on the object in Paint 3D. So you will be able to create a render, you will be able to create maybe an animation with this object. So it can be cool to have a fun object create really quickly in Paint 3D, and then you will improve it and play with this object in Blender. Maybe if you want to do a really large scene and that you need something quickly in the background for decoration, it's quicker to create the object in Paint 3D, to be honest, than to do the complete workflow in Blender. In part 2, you will see that you can create in Blender and improve with Paint 3D. Even if Blender is really more powerful, Paint 3D is so simple that it could be really helpful.